Ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh!
welcome back to the third installment of Toast.
Or whatever.
Hey, I'm Shane.
I'm Nathan.
Glad to have you back. Or glad to be back.
Either or.
I don't know how this works.
Both work. I have sticky fingers.
we were just eating Rice Krispie squares.
I thought it'd be marshmallow would be a good adhesive to curl my mustache, but I don't really have one.
Well, it would have worked
If I had one.
if you had one.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody out there has a mustache that can work. Don't look at my mustache. And they'll put marshmallows in their mustache for us. Just melt some marshmallows, put it in your mustache, give it a nice curl, and send it to us. And we will send you one ticket.
I'll mail you one of my shirts.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good idea. Would you actually do that?
Sure, yeah.
So if somebody actually
We'll
takes
we'll
marshmallows...
put toast or whatever.
Yeah, if somebody
sign it.
actually takes marshmallows, melts them down, puts them in their mustache, and curls it to like the evil villain thing, we'll send you a shirt in the mail and we'll sign it Toast or whatever.
Yeah, it won't be new.
It won't be a new shirt. It'll be a well-used shirt.
Yeah.
But you'll get something for free. All you have to do is put marshmallows in your beard.
It'll be clean
Mustache.
too, don't worry.
Oh yeah, maybe. We'll
Speaking
watch
of mustaches, have you ever ventured in facial hair or like chest hair ventures? Like, what's the funniest thing you've ever shaved into your face?
Wait,
What's a look you tried? What's a look you tried and maybe it worked, maybe it didn't?
I'm too lazy. So I have two looks. I'm either clean shaven, and then I'm clean shaven for like a couple of days, and then I just have the 5 o'clock shadow, and then like a couple more days later, and I have the full beard. So I have 3 looks.
You've never tried to like do like the mustache that comes here and swoops up to the sideburns?
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm lying at this moment because I forgot that for the Butler Did It, the play I was in.
Caught him in a lie!
Yeah, exactly. I was the elderly British Army colonel, so I was like, "Oh dear, Jenkins. Oh dear. Oh, what are you doing over there?" But I had like the classic. My hair was dyed white and my beard was dyed white, but I had like the classic like colonel style mustache that went like the sides of your face up over into the mustache, and like nothing below and nothing on the cheeks. It was just like the standard.
So we get from #1 facial hair journalist Nathan Workman. Got him! You've been subpoenaed.
What?
Like a subpoenas. Or subpoena.
Subpoena.
You've been subpoenaed.
How about you? Any weird facial hair?
I've tried. There's 2 little spots missing right here.
Okay. That's
But-
at the end of his mustache for our audio listeners.
For audio listeners. But if they connected, I could grow a crowbar mustache.
Oh,
So I've tried the crowbar mustache. I've just let these grow out and kind of like smeared it down. So it
Have you tried with marshmallow?
No, today was my first day actually.
Yeah.
And I did a crowbars for a little bit just to make Angie laugh. And it lasted like a day. And I went somewhere and I forgot to shave it off and people were laughing at me.
That's awesome.
But it was fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Other than that, just pencil thin mustache.
Oh yeah.
Just
Get the real creeper look going.
Yeah, we'd
Pencil thin mustache, and people are like, "Don't trust your kids around this guy.
No.
Could be dangerous."
Yeah, that's right.
That's a mustache that says more than it should.
That's why I don't have kids. Because they
Is
wouldn't
that why?
trust me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "Dad, we don't trust you with that pencil thin mustache."
Yeah, you know me. I'm not a mean individual. I'm very sweet and kind, and I would never do this. But whenever I see like kids running, I kind of just want to like trip them. I just like...
You know me, and I'm a sweet individual as well.
I just kind of like run past them and hit the back of their head and watch them topple
I would
over.
100% do that. I think it would be hilarious. Just push some children down.
Have you seen the videos? I just recently saw this video on Facebook of this woman running with her niece and nephew.
Yeah.
And she gives them a head start, and she runs and she pushes the niece from
I
behind.
saw that video.
Smacks the nephew in the head.
Yeah.
And they both topple over.
Here's what we do. I have a plan.
Okay.
So we just find some orphans and we push them down. Who are they going to tell? Their parents?
They don't have parents.
That was a joke. I was completely joking. I'm not advocating pushing orphans down.
I don't know. That's like the 3rd or 4th time you've asked me to do that. So.
Okay, we'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
Speaking of food, I think I invented one of the greatest foods ever today.
Tell me about it.
So I had 2 hamburger patties, and I was like, I could be a schmuck and just make 2 hamburgers out of this. But instead, I took the 2 hamburger patties, cheese on both patty.
I'm following.
Then I took a cheese bagel, sliced it in half.
What next?
This cheese bagel was slightly warmed.
Then what?
Then I put the hamburger patties with the cheese on the cheese bagel.
Okay.
Drizzled some ketchup on there. It was actually so good.
Ketchup on the cheese bagel.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It was really good. Like, not a ton of ketchup, but just a little bit of ketchup.
Just a little of ketchup.
Oh, yeah, because the bagel was nice and soft and cheesy. And it was the hardest part was eating it, because you're like, ah. You're trying to, like, unhinge your jaw like some kind of snake to eat this hamburger.
It's like when you have too much, you're just trying to punch it down your mouth. Like,
oh, you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was delicious.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're
patent
you're
pending.
You're growing boy.
Oh yeah, you gotta eat to survive.
I need my Shane to eat.
Yeah, I gotta grow big and strong.
Yeah, just like
so I can push those orphans down.
Someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. And if it's not me, could be anyone. Even some creep with a pencil mustache.
Whoever that weirdo is.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah. So how you doing?
Good. How about you? I'm a little tired, but good.
I'm good. Like, this has been the first day where I've caught up on rest in a while. Even though I worked and then I went to the gym and then I mowed the lawn for like 3 hours, but I feel good. I actually got a good sleep.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sublime.
Good to hear.
Yes.
That's like that song.
I think it's a band.
It's like that band. Speaking of bands, look at these transitions, these segues we're working on. Speaking of bands, Nathan just played a show with a bunch of our other friends. Played a little concert, and you guys crushed it. It was so
thank
good.
You.
So yeah, why don't you tell everybody about that concert?
Yeah.
And who was in it, and what you guys played, and how you guys were so awesome.
Well, to start the history of my band, the year was, I think it was, whenever I first started coming to our young adults group, so 4 or 5 years ago, I played with my wife's younger sister. We weren't dating at the time. I was closer with her younger sister than I was with Angie at the time. And we played an acoustic set at this place at our church, and they'd put on shows every month called Live at the Mezzanine. So I tried it out, had a really fun time. The next year we did it again with my brother, playing the cajon every once in a while. Year after that, me, my brother, Natalie again, my other brother who plays bass, and Mitch Teskey, a very phenomenal. I said that right?
Yeah, you said
a very
that right.
phenomenal musician overall. Played a set, and it went really, really well. So this year, Josiah was too busy to play, my brother, so we brought on Aiden Morden, who we mentioned tons of times.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of projects with him on my channel.
Yeah, look up his music on Spotify. It's really, really good. And we played. So it was myself, Caleb playing drums, Mitch and Aiden both playing guitar and bass, flip-flopping, and Natalie, the girl who I started it all with, was singing.
Yeah, and actually before that, you were in a metal band.
I was, yeah. We were called Among Titans. We put an EP on Spotify, a single.
Yeah. Played a bunch of dive bars.
A ton of dive bars.
Yeah.
What's our claim to fame? We toured from here to Toronto and back, so I think we played like 3 or 4 stops. It wasn't anything
that's
of significance, but we had fun doing it.
That's good.
Yeah, I liked it. So this was the first show I played in like a year, I think.
Yeah.
And it went really well. We did a cover set. We did some Rage Against the Machine.
Tool.
Did some Tool. That was probably the highlight song of our set.
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers,
Yeah.
A little bit different than metal, but...
Yeah, but still, you had like a pretty diverse set, which was cool.
Yeah. Everyone said they enjoyed it, which was good.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. It was nice to have like that loud, high energy music in there.
Yeah, I love acoustic, but I can only listen to it so long.
I'm like, okay, I got my one acoustic song in. Let's
I figure if you see
crank it up.
I figure if you see a show, if you're not the best acoustic player I've ever seen, I want to see some energy or some fun things that happen,
You better start some fires on stage or...
That's right. Which we almost did.
Did you really?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was like, how did I not hear about this? This would be so cool. Please tell me this story.
Please elaborate.
I would love to hear this live for the first time.
No, the only fire that was coming out was from my heart.
Oh.
To you.
Oh.
Because you were there.
I was your biggest supporter / stage manager / whatever other titles I felt like giving myself that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it went well. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. About high energy, I'm definitely the least talented musician that I played with. And I'm not humbly saying that. I'm saying that because I know who I played with, and they're all fantastic.
I don't know. I think you're all so talented, though, just in your own respects.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing I got good at is I have an ear for music. So if I hear something off, I can point it out to people, and then they can fix it. But like because I'm not the best musician, I like to bring that extra little bit of energy and put on a show.
Yeah,
and mix the showman with the musicianship.
And for sure you do, and I think that really plays out. Like, I honestly can't say that anyone playing was better than anyone else because it was so cool because everybody except for Caleb, the drummer, sang at least one song.
No, I think I say everyone except for Caleb
was really
very
good.
Talented.
Was really good. No, everybody except for Caleb sang at least one song, and you each sang in the style that you're proficient at.
Yeah.
And it was really cool seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then even instrumentally, like when you were playing guitar, you could tell the songs that were more akin to what you play.
For sure.
Same with like Aiden and Mitch. And then just the whole stage presence and everything. Like when you emceed the bass duel between Aiden and Mitch, that was hilarious. Like the whole
setup. Got some good yucks for that.
That was really. So what they did was they had the lights go down and Nathan pandering to the crowd and trying to like covertly tell the lighting guy to like drop the lights and turn the spotlights on,
and like just trying to make people laugh while he's trying to set things up.
And two big spotlights come up, one on Aiden on one side of the stage and one on Mitch on the other side, and they both have their basses because they've been alternating who plays bass and who plays guitar throughout the night. And Nathan introduces it as this epic bass battle. And you want to elaborate on?
Yeah, all of it was Caleb's idea. But half of the bass battle was stolen from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay.
When Scott and Brandon Ralph have the bass battle, and then the other half was just stuff that they just ad-libbed and played.
Right.
But during it, like they went back and forth. They do their riff. The other person would diss somebody. Crowd would clap. Then they just kept flip-flopping until the end. Mitch was like trying to keep up Aiden. He's playing this slappy bass thing that was really, really groovy. And Aiden was kind of like soloing over it with his bass. And then I came out with a mic and I was like, it wasn't planned or anything, but I was like, I just gotta get people like excited or laughing or whatever. So I'm like, oh crap, this is the part where I'm gonna rap. Everyone off their feet, jump, jump. Everyone off their feet, jump, jump. Just kidding. We're actually gonna take a break in the set. Stay tuned for our next set.
And that was so funny. Like between like the whole setup to the bass battle was hilarious because you have them throwing like these really stupid but hilarious insults at each other. Like Mitch was playing like really like lighthearted, like
it was
like,
very jazzy,
very jazzy, very melodic stuff. So Aiden was like, he's like, I hope you die so you can play bass from Mr. Rogers in heaven.
He's like, hey Mitch, Mr. Rogers called. He wants you to die so you can play that riff for him in heaven.
So this is how all the insults went, and they were just hilarious back and forth. And then you just like getting everybody pumped because everybody stood up, and this was like a dead audience. Like they were all like super quiet, well behaved, like sitting with their hands crossed. Like I am quite thoroughly enjoying this musical performance.
Yeah, we were definitely playing for people who have never gone to like a local show or even a big show. You know?
There was like a couple of us that were like, okay, we like, why is nobody standing, jumping around, yelling, screaming? You know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird because everybody was sitting, but you got everybody up and everybody was like, they started to get into it, and then you're like, we're taking a break. And it was like the biggest troll from the stage, and it was so funny.
Yeah, it was given to me after. Why would you make us stand?
Did people actually complain?
Yeah, I'm like,
are you serious?
God forbid you stand at a concert.
Yeah, I didn't realize anybody gave you a hard time for that. Like, why would you make us stand? Because it's hilarious.
Yeah, especially my mom.
Oh, yeah, because your parents were there.
Yeah, she was the worst of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously your mom's going to harass you.
She's like, if I'm getting on my feet, you better make me jump.
she's like, I'm going to hit you with a paddle.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. That's a paddling.
And she smacked me so hard. I don't want to talk about it this week.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned for week 4.
Where?
I don't know. We'll talk about it episode 4.
Talk about episode 4.
Yeah.
What's happening
in episode 4?
Oh, we'll talk about it I was like, Nathan,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about in episode 4. You can't put us on the spot like this. Like, stay tuned to find out what happens in episode 4. We sit at a table and talk.
No, I was like,
life
stay tuned to
experiences.
find out why I'm the way I am.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take more than one future episode to explain all of that.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
So, Nathan, why are you the way you are? Because I am. See, that was easy.
Yeah, wow. That took no
It
explanation.
took no time. No time at all.
So I've known you for quite a while.
Yes.
We don't know how long.
Nope.
But you've always worn this key around your neck.
Oh.
You always wear the key around your neck. Mm-hmm. And despite all the time knowing you, you have never revealed what that key opens. The only thing you say is, it's a secret.
It is a
And
secret.
you're so mysterious about it. And I was just thinking, I heard it jingling, and I was like, there's so much mystery to you. And now I just want everybody to know that Nathan is mysterious, and we will never know what that key opens.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to say it's like a box underground. It might be. It might be
Nuclear launch codes or
a
something.
gun I have under my bed. It might be. It might be absolutely nothing.
It could just be a cool key you found and liked.
Uh-huh. It does open something, though. My wife doesn't even know what it opens.
Every key opens something. That's not
deep.
true. But that feels like it would be something that you would like hear during a movie trailer. It'd be like, shoo. Every key opens something. Shoo.
I could see it.
Yeah.
What would the movie be called?
The movie would be called
Every Key.
Every Key Opens Something.
Who's it starring?
Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh God, not him again.
As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I was thinking more like...
And Samuel L. Jackson playing Samuel L.
I was
Jackson.
thinking we get a little more clever if they're like starring Alicia Keys.
Oh, you're good at
And
this.
Key, that guy from
Key and Peele. Oh, we could have like an all-key cast. Actually, that just gave me an idea. I want to start a TV show, and it's going to be called Two Shanes, a Shane, and a Pizza Place.
Okay.
So hear me out. This is my pitch right now for this show.
You've thought about this.
I have actually thought about it, but it was a good transition, and I was taking it.
All right, let's do it.
So I wanted to throw this out there. So Shane Dawson and Shane Top, if you guys are listening, this is my open invitation to Two Shanes, a Shane, and a Pizza Place. And here's the general premise. So Shane Dawson is investigating Domino's because the pizza slices aren't even, or whatever conspiracy theory is happening. Mm-hmm. And Shane Top, meanwhile, is behind the scenes calling the pizza place like, "Hey, Domino's, you're my favorite pizza place," doing his Shane Top bit. And it's causing the worker to mess everything up, which is what's leading Shane Dawson down this rabbit trail of pizza conspiracies. And it turns out to be inadvertently Shane Top causing all the issues. And then me, I play all the other like sub characters. So I'll be like the pizza worker, and like, but nobody will acknowledge that I play every other just random small character. I'll be the delivery guy, the pizza maker, the police, the sexy nurse. I don't know. I'll play them all.
Ooh.
So
Hope I get injured that day.
So the cast will be entirely 3 people, and that's the premise. I haven't finished writing it yet, but other Shanes, this is an open invitation.
Mm-hmm. If that doesn't work out,
Yeah.
you'll have to use lame local Shanes.
Oh no, it wouldn't work because we wouldn't like. Shane Dawson is known for the pizza conspiracies, and Shane Top is known for his calling pizza places, telling them if they're his favorite pizza place. And I came up with the idea, so I'm in it. So
Your name's Shane. It works.
yeah, I know, but I mean that it's my baby, it's my project. If you
Yeah.
guys take my project, I mean that would still be pretty cool to see
Yeah,
it get
don't
made.
treat Shane's baby like some orphan you want to just push
Yeah.
over while he's running.
Wow, my baby is not an orphan.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Audio listeners, he's pointing directly at the video watchers. Now he's pointing at you. He's pointing at you, audio listeners.
2 fingers.
2 fingers pointed in your direction.
Be ashamed.
Be ashamed.
Be ashamed. Ah, you beat me by 2 seconds. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a good joke. Yeah, every time we
don't
hit the
do that.
table, you get that nice, terrible audio sound.
We have a nice, for the audio listeners, we have a nice coaster
Yeah.
that somebody knitted Angie and I for her bridal shower.
It's a
And
pie.
It looks like a pie, and it's meant to, take a guess.
Hold microphones.
Yes.
Wow.
That's actually what I was going to say.
Very specific.
Wow, we got something here.
Same page length.
Paper. Your little skit idea, actually.
It's a full series.
Your little full series, Two Shanes, a Shane, and a Pizza Place. Coming probably sometime.
This year.
Yeah, I was going to say either this year or spring 2020.
Yeah, I mean, if they won't jump on board, I'm 100% going to reenact the entire thing myself.
That's good. That's easy.
So if you guys don't get on board on this idea while it's hot, I'm just going to have to play you in it. I'll be like, hey, it's me, Shane Dawson. And they'll be like, hey, it's me, Shane Top. That's my impersonations of you guys. It's not very good, so you'll want to play yourselves.
Yeah. Consider that a threat.
It's a borderline threat. Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I actually don't know, especially. What is the smallest role, because you have been in acting and you've done independent films and plays, what's the smallest role you've ever had?
Oh, definitely Suicide Squad. There's background in it. Is this what you were leading to? Were you trying to get me to talk about this?
That's a slam dunk, but besides Suicide Squad.
Okay, so besides Suicide Squad...
Tell me about some of your roles, your favorite roles, your shortest roles.
Oh, man. Okay,
we haven't talked about this.
I'll try to remember some of them. So my very first independent film I did was right after I dropped out of university the first time. And it
Watch
was,
episode 2 if you want to hear more about that.
Yeah. And it was a zombie film called Run Like Hell. It was this massive production that we had going on here in our city. And there was like a newspaper write-up about it. And when I did auditions, I had no idea what I was doing because I'd never auditioned, but I got the part. Or one of the main 5 characters in it.
Oh, like a lead, yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the 5 or 6 leads. I can't remember how many there were of us. And we had like 100 zombie extras, and we like filmed in this abandoned bingo hall.
That's wild.
And it was so cool because we didn't see all the zombies in makeup. Like, we were running our lines at the university, doing our stunt coordinating there. We had a couple of zombie extras that were friends of the cast because we didn't want anybody the director didn't want anybody just touching the cast.
For sure, yeah.
So we had a couple zombies that were close to the cast that we had our professional stunt guy from Toronto train. And so we would interact with them outside of makeup. And then we get to the abandoned bingo hall super early that morning. Or not that morning, but like months later after all our rehearsals and stuff. And we're filming all day in like this really cool mood lighting. Everything is dark and like gritty and so cool. And then while this is happening, the zombies are all getting their makeup and their wardrobe and everything done, so we don't see them at all.
Yeah.
Then we do this scene where we basically kick down a door. The one guy that's leading our group, he's got like a gun, he kicks down the door, and we're all like distracted by the light, which was real, like it wasn't like acted. Like, we actually get tons of light in our eyes because it's so dark inside and gritty, and the light hits us and we're like, what? And none of us had any idea that there would be like 100 zombies and that they would all look so real. So like the initial take, like fear actually hit us.
So it was live reacts.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
We're running through this horde of zombies, and like we have to like try to fight them off. So I punched one guy who was one of the close ones, but I didn't realize there'd be a whole horde of zombies around us. And they get us backed up against this fence, and it was actually terrifying. Like, but it was so much fun. And then we did a couple more takes. Well, by a couple more takes, I mean we did like tons of more takes because it's film. But the sad part is that film never got out of the editing room. The director really wanted it to be perfect, and this was before Walking Dead actually. So we were trying to like jump in to the zombie scene before there really was a zombie scene, and it looked
right before it got really hot.
Yeah. And I was able to see like an early version of it, and it looked super cool. Like, it looked really good, but the director wasn't quite happy with it, so it never got released.
I wonder if it's still archived somewhere.
Probably somewhere.
Yeah.
And the thing is I tell this story because it's a theme that seems to happen frequently around here. There is a lot of independent films that go into production but then never make it off the editing floor. So I did that. I played a NASA scientist in this like this pilot like episode of a sitcom that was
Really?
Yeah. That one never made it out of editing, but I was so excited for it because that one was so much fun.
Yeah.
I played a zombie that was like a super zombie in a zombie versus monster battle. So I was like covered in dirt in the ground, and it was like a monster versus monster fight. So as I was saying, I played a zombie in a zombie versus monster battle, and that one was super cool because it was just like I got covered in dirt and I got like buried alive almost, and I like climbed up out of the ground. And
so it was classic zombie.
Yeah, it was
like raising out of the grave.
Yeah,
Rising out of the grave. Sorry.
That one was a student film.
Okay.
And it made it out of production because it was a student film. I did
Can people watch that today or no?
probably somewhere. I did a couple other projects. One where I was like this matador superhero and I fought a giant crab monster, lobster monster.
What?
And we like hooked explosives up to this monster. I mean, I didn't. So there was explosives on my sword and there was explosives on the lobster monster costume. So as I'm slashing it, explosives are going off. And the reason the guy like falls down because that's after I kill it, and I just see everybody start running by, all the production run by, and they're like throwing sand on him, and I turn around and the costume's on fire. It's smoldering.
Wow.
So they like rip the guy out of the costume because it's so hard to get on and off. There's been so many weird just little projects. I've done a lot of the 48-hour film fests where I just like play random roles. I played a drug addict a lot. I had long hair at the time, so I would always get...
I've seen that one. Matt Chowdy.
Yeah, we did that one.
Right?
There was another one that I was a drug addict in, and then another one that I was a drug addict in. Oh boy, yeah, I know. And then as soon as I cut the hair, those roles stopped, and they started going like more, just like whatever roles.
Yeah.
Like random roles.
Yeah, you don't want to be typecast as the drug addict guy.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know what this, like, to answer your question that I've been talking about for like 10 minutes now, I don't know what my smallest role has been. They've all been like unique and interesting, and I actually fell in love with stage acting a couple of years back, and that's been my passion. But lots of like, actually, you know what? I can pretty safely say my smallest role, as far as like playing a minor character, would have been probably a horror film. Like a horror short I was in. I was a gang leader, and then I died brutally in a forest.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was just like, I harassed a guy, and then he chopped me up in the forest with an axe, and I struggled to not die, and then I died.
Cool.
So, yeah, the weird thing is I don't remember all the projects I was in.
Really?
You would think that like it would be something where you'd be like, how can I forget? But I just forget a lot of them. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it sounds like I haven't even heard of half of these.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I started YouTube because I'm like, I can do whatever I want and they will get made for sure.
Yeah.
So I have so much fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my background in indie film. And
Cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for telling me that. I've never even heard that before.
Yeah. Do you have any background in
Acting?
film? Acting?
I'm so glad you asked, Shane. There was these things called promotional Sundays because I went to school at a church. It was a church school.
Okay.
So these promotional Sundays would be...
I went to school at a normal school.
Yeah, I went to normal high school. Promotional Sundays, and what they would do is through the arts, dramatic arts, musical arts, and I don't think they might have done paintings that they displayed. I was too young to remember, but in grade 3, I was a flower.
Oh, you played a
for
flower.
a song. Yep, keep listening.
Very nice.
It gets so much better than that.
Perfect.
Grade 6, I was Jacques Cartier, and I had a whole spiel. I remember a whole page, dude, of dialogue. Yeah, it was really awesome. And then I think in grade 7 or 8, I was... No, in grade 7... Skip grade 7 because I have a brain fart right now. In grade 8, we did a play called... it's about a really famous mafia guy. Dang, I'm not going to remember the name of it. I feel like his name was Mickey something. but I played a character called Mango, and it's a true story.
Did you play a mango, like an actual mango?
Yeah, I was just
Played
there
a flower, then you played a mango.
I was just there as Mango. I feel like the title of it has the word blade in it, but I can't remember fully. I apologize.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. No. And I was the only grade 8 that got cast because it was a high school play. But they needed some more people, and I was so flipping good.
So you were a child star.
I was a child star. You know what happens to child stars?
Drugs.
Yeah, tons of drugs.
Yeah.
So I had to quit my acting career.
Well,
I had a decent amount of lines
for
the age I was and what I was doing. It was fun.
I heard just recently you did you had a role in a film where you played a pantsless man.
Oh, that hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, I think did we talk about this last time?
I don't know, but if we didn't, I think we did. It's just me and Brett are making a video of. It's just gonna be called "Thank God for Apex," and we just make fun of all the battle royale games. And I was in my underwear, running outside in my house and on film. I'm pretty sure we talked about this.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. It sounds like something we would have talked about.
Yeah.
Talked about on.
Yeah. Then I said start nude, and then whatever else you don't have to be nervous about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Perfect.
You're right. I am a star.
You are a star.
I am a star. Yeah. Mom was right. I shine bright.
I thought your mom was disappointed.
No, she would never be disappointed.
Good.
They support anything I want to do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I was very lucky. Very fortunate the way I was raised. Because if I wanted to be a garbage man, they'd say be the best garbage man you can be.
What if you want to be a serial killer?
They say you better kill all of them.
Be the best serial killer you can be.
Kill them all.
Kill them all.
I'd be like the Zodiac, and no one would ever catch me.
Your parents actually recommended a restaurant around here for you when you moved in, right?
Oh yeah. There's this
fine establishment,
fine gentlemen's club called. I shouldn't name it, right?
No.
Okay, I'll just call it Benny's. It's not called Benny's, but we'll just say it's Benny's.
It's got a very strip club name.
Yeah. Like
anyway,
platinum, but not platinum. But as I was moving in, me and Ange, it's like literally a stone's throw away from us on the bad street. This is the good street. And my dad's like, "Oh, you live next to Platinum, right?" I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I actually didn't know. He's like, "Oh, it's best buffet you can get in town." I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Ange loves like breakfast buffets. Like, maybe I'll take her tomorrow since we're moving in today. It'll be nice just to get some breakfast tomorrow." He's like, "Yeah, you should do that." And then as we were driving, not the next day, but we were driving back and forth to get stuff, I see the name. I'm like, "Oh, Platinum, cool. Like, Ange, that's where I'm going to take you for breakfast tomorrow." And as I say breakfast, you see like the silhouette outlines of like girls, like live girls. $4 drafts.
So your dad was trolling you.
Yeah, he's
trying
like,
to get you to go to a strip club.
Yeah, he's like, try the roast
your
beef
new
sandwiches. They're really good. My dad doesn't go to strip clubs. He's just joking. Just a funny dude.
Yeah, I can totally picture him just messing with you too. It's like, "Oh yeah, it's a good buffet."
Yeah, I was so sold. I was like, dang, I love breakfast buffets, and it's so close to my house.
What do you think his reaction would have been if you're like, yeah, Ange and I went to the restaurant. Great buffet. We really enjoyed it. The waitresses, though, they were a little scantily clad. But we enjoyed it thoroughly.
He knows I'm not dumb, so...
Fair enough.
I would have figured it out eventually.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Which I did. So even if I did tell him and it was a genuine story, he would have never believed me.
Oh, yeah. You would have been like, "No, you didn't, son. You went there and realized."
Mm-hmm. Your parents are like your siblings ever blame you for stuff you didn't do, but to this day they still think you've done it?
Oh, probably.
For me, it always made me so upset because my brother Caleb is an absolute monster when it comes to eating food.
Yeah.
And like junk food and sweets he loves.
Yeah.
So if my mom would like bring home donuts or something like that every once in a while, 6 of them would be gone and there'd only be like 1 left, and she'd be like, "Who ate all these donuts? Like, it's been 1 day." And it was always, "Oh, Nathan did it." And like, I didn't. I'd get so mad. And they're like,
"I didn't even get one."
Yeah, they're like, "You always get so defensive when you're lying." I'm like, "I'm not lying about this. Like, I'm telling the absolute truth. I promise you, this wasn't me." And they never believe me.
No, which is funny because last year, you made a joke about one of our friends. Remember Jay? When you made a joke about like your wife likes that.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. So we're all standing out in this hallway and we're doing
Dressed like Vikings.
Dressed like Vikings, doing this little stage play.
Another time I was on stage.
Yeah. You were on stage live stage with me.
Yes.
That was a fun experience.
It was fun.
So we're standing in a hallway talking, and our one friend who's a little older than we are. By a little older, I mean he's like in his 40s.
52 or something.
He's like 78.
Yeah.
I hope he listens to this. He's like 97.
At
so
least
ancient. Just ancient.
He's an old man.
So anyway, he got like a mohawk. Like a mohawk
Picture
haircut.
like a Viking getting a mohawk. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
And he was like happy with it. And what was it that like he's like,
Well, we were all standing in the hallway because we were just about to go on stage because our
Yeah.
play was just about to start. And we were just razzing each other, and Jay's like, I was like, nice haircut, Jay, looks really good. He's like, I don't know how to go. Oh, I was talking, he was in a suit because he was doing the opening ceremonies.
Yes.
And then I was like, wow, you look really good. You clean up nice, Jay. Like, your suit looks great. And he's like, yeah, well, kind of like being in the Viking costume better. I really like it. And as he's walking into the bathroom, I was like, yeah, your wife likes it too. Because I was dressed like a Viking. And he turns around so slow, so nonchalant, stares me dead on the eye, and he's like, excuse me. I was like, ask Caleb, he's the one who said it. And he goes to Caleb, he starts wailing on him.
And Caleb's like, it wasn't me.
And I start laughing my head off, and he still thinks it's Caleb, and he's punching him harder after that.
He won't believe, like, he would not believe it was you.
No.
He was sold that it was Caleb.
I think I told him after, I don't remember.
But it was just so funny, because he, like, your parents believed the opposite, but he believed the opposite way from them. I said opposite too many times.
Yes, the opposite, which was the
They did
non-truth.
wouldn't.
I fooled them in both kinds of ways.
Oh,
You know.
You're just a big
I
bag
fooled-
of tricks,
Well, I didn't fool my parents. I was fooled.
in that you're magically delicious. Like, no,
right.
that's Lucky Charms.
No, that's me. It's
You're
that
like
thing
Lucky
they-
Charms.
It's that thing they always say about me.
You're magically delicious.
I hate Lucky Charms, dude.
Do you really?
I can't stand them.
Why? How?
I don't like sugary cereals. Like
Oh.
I like old.
What?
I like old man cereal.
You're like a Raisin Bran?
Oh, I love Raisin Bran. I love plain Cheerios. I love my favorites like Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Hey, kids! Why don't you try some Raisin Bran? It keeps you regular. You know, regular at once every 3 days you take a poop. It's like every old man ever.
So you know the average for, I don't want to make this a poop podcast, but the average for poops is from
Too late.
3 times a day to once every 1 to 3 days. And that's considered regular. And I was like, if I went once every 1 to 3 days, I'd die.
You would explode.
I would die, yeah, 100%.
You'd be, how?
I don't know.
You just destroy that toilet when you use it every 3 days. Just like, it's just that it fills the whole bowl up. This is getting disgusting. It circles around, fills
Shane,
the
stop.
entire bowl
Shane,
up like an ice cream
please.
cone.
Please,
Just comes out the
Shane.
top like a chocolate ice cream cone.
Ice cream. Here, go for some, actually.
Yeah, we should go for ice cream after the podcast.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. Angie's like, if Shane wants to hang out, we go for a walk by the river, but ice cream sounds better.
Yeah. We could go for a walk with ice cream.
All right.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
You guys can come too if one of you finds it to Nathan's house by the time this podcast is live, which doesn't make sense because I got to get it home and edit it. You can come for ice cream with us. This is an open invitation.
I wouldn't put it past Johnny Martins.
Johnny would do it. If there was anybody who
this was
could
live,
do it,
if this was live,
if this was live,
he would come.
He would be coming to your door. Like, he would be on his way right now, probably bringing ice cream for us.
Is it hard to live stream with that camera?
No, we can live stream.
We should try it next time.
We should
And
try.
call one of our friends out. And I bet
Yeah.
Johnny would show up.
You know what? I'd be willing to bet if we made a contest like that, guaranteed Johnny would show up.
Yeah. He's probably going to be the one who gets my shirt that I'm going to mail.
He's probably gonna grow his mustache out, put Marshmallow in it,
But it has to be stylized.
It's got to be stylized.
Yeah, it has
like
to
the
look
evil
nice.
villain, like
Yeah.
you robbed a train.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get 10 people to send us
What?
their mustache art with marshmallows, we will print off pictures and we'll rank them from worst to best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody who sends it in, so the first person who sends it in gets the signed shirt.
Yes.
Everybody who sends it in, what can we give them?
Well, how about we'll start featuring their picture on our wall? I'll get rid of this.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
put their pictures up here.
We can
We'll
move this
feature them.
banana and these avocados. And we
I
could-
think that has to stay. I don't
that
know.
has to stay? You just like it, eh?
I really like it.
Okay. That's such a weird noise. So
Tell about our hug history.
So Nathan is like the best hugger ever.
Shane's the best hugger.
Okay.
He's over exaggerating.
We're both huggers.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, unless like the person clearly like is weird and we don't want to hug them and we're like, yeah, fist bump, bro.
Yeah, but we're each other's kind of perfect weird.
I think so.
My weird fits your weird.
Perfect. And so our hugs have always been just like good hugs. Like be like, hey, how's it going? Like give them a hug or say goodbye or whatever.
Solid hugs.
And then we started praising the sun in our hugs because we're big fans of Dark Souls. So we just like we'd be mid hug and we'd praise the sun and then go back to a hug. And then it just kept evolving into like these more elaborate hugs. And then as of 2 days ago, or was it yesterday?
Well,
yesterday morning is when you first did it.
Yeah. So we go in for the hug, one arm over another.
It's always left arm down, right arm up. That's the perfect hug, like the perfect bro hug.
Yep, and then we come back, look at each other,
Praise the sun.
grab the shoulder, or
Yep.
praise the, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We grab the shoulder and the lat to complement each other's muscles.
Yep.
And then we go to praise the sun, and we repeat the cycle 3 to 4 times.
And if Angie's waiting for Nathan to go somewhere, we'll repeat it like 9 to 10 times.
Which is every Sunday,
because-
Thursday, every
yeah.
time I see.
It just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it so much funnier when people are waiting for you.
Yeah.
Mainly your wife, and we
Mainly Angie, yeah.
we just keep delaying with this hug. It's just really funny and stupid.
Yeah.
So anyway, yesterday morning, Nathan goes in for the hug, and right in my ear, here, Nathan, do it as like an ASMR thing. This is the noise he makes right in my ear, and it freaked me out.
So picture I'm hugging you, listener, audio listener, and then this is your ear. I just go. Wing, 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 wing.
It was the weirdest feeling and the weirdest sensation. Like I was like, I didn't know how to respond.
Yeah, I kind of broke you.
speechless.
You kind of
I
broke.
was like, what? Just what? Huh?
Yeah. He kind of went through like, what is it, the 4 or 5 stages of grief?
I went through 9 stages of grief. I don't know how many there are, but I went through 9.
It ended off with you being happy in the end. So.
It did.
Yeah.
And now I do this when we hug. I go.
People must think we're so weird.
People think that we're.
I gave you one of those hugs last night, and there's like 100 people there.
Oh yeah,
We're
volleyball.
just, doing it in front of everyone. For everyone to see.
For everyone to see and be jealous of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, Angie asked me sometimes, why don't you hug me like you hug Shane? I was like, because you don't have the same lat muscles that Shane does. You're the perfect grab.
She's tiny.
Size, and she's tiny. If I go to hug her, my elbows hit like that. That elbows touching like this is for hugging yourself. So sorry, Angie, I can't hug you anymore.
Oh, that's cold.
No, she knows I'll hug her.
Oh yeah. All I can think about is ice cream now.
Yeah.
And also, we should start calling people out for more things. Like we're calling people out for the marshmallow thing.
I mean, you called out Shane.
Yeah,
and Shane.
I called out the 2 Shanes. But I think that should just be our thing on this podcast. We just talk about life and have fun and be ourselves. But we also got to call people out.
Who do you feel like calling out?
I don't know. Right now, I'm going to call out the people that are listening. Tell us who you want us to call out.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, be like...
Comment who you want us to call out.
Comment or make a video telling us who you want us to call out or do something.
Yeah.
Somehow send us a fax or a raven, carrier
Owl.
pigeon, an owl.
Letter to Hogwarts.
Yeah, like do something to let us know who you want us to call out. And I really hope that we're able to like call out celebrities and one of them takes it seriously. Like, they have no idea who these 2 idiots sitting at a table are. And they're like, who are these idiots calling us out? Like, ugh. But it's all just in good fun and...
I have an idea for it.
What's your idea?
We'll make it a little bit more interactive in the podcast. So they comment, interactive for me and you. Yeah. So they comment who they want us to call out. We see those comments, and then we come to the table with a written call out, and then we can read them for each other and for the call out.
It's like a live reaction.
Yeah, we'll keep it to like...
So, but how do we not know who writes down whose call out?
We just write down our own call out and we bring it. It could be like the same person.
Oh, so we might both see the same comment.
Yeah.
And write a call out to the same... Oh,
right.
That would be interesting.
It could be anyone. An A-list celebrity.
We could even just make up whoever we want to call out if we don't...
Fictional character?
Yeah. It'd be like, hey, I'm calling out Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me to call out my grandma, I dare you.
Yeah, call out your grandma.
I'll call her on the phone. Call her out.
You'd be like, hey, grandma.
Yeah. Are these call outs like, hey, we like you, or like, hey, we're going to diss you?
I think we should very tongue-in-cheek diss them.
Okay.
But, like, make it obvious that we're being...
Tongue-in-cheek.
Stupid, tongue-in-cheek. Just to see if people take it serious. Like, this is now a social experiment. We're going to call out as many celebrities as we can. Very tongue-in-cheek. And we'll see which ones respond, if any. If any. And we will... They can be celebrities, they can be YouTube personalities, anybody, really.
Game developers.
Anyone. Anybody. EA, I mean, that's an easy call-out.
You suck.
You suck. But we'll do it very tongue-in-cheek and see if anybody responds. One, that's scientific observation 1. But scientific observation 2 is if they realize that we're screwing around and just, like, having fun, or if they think we legit are being serious, just like a couple of idiots. Mm-hmm. That would be interesting.
To me, that's a win-win-win.
It's a win-win-win-win.
I have fun regardless.
Yeah, we have fun. We get to be goons and make fun of people.
We get to give you what you want.
Hopefully that's what they want, what they really, really want.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I wanna. That's it. That's all I got.
I thought you were going to say ice cream. I was going to say me too.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Now I want ice cream again.
My parents have this wonderful... It's like a frozen yogurt maker, but it's strictly...
They have a frozen yogurt maker?
You hear me out now. But it's strictly only from frozen fruit. So it's only the nutrients that are in fruit that you're eating. So if I wanted...
Wait, so there's no frozen yogurt in it?
I don't know how it does it. This is amazing. So, like, this banana would be frozen, right?
It's weirding me out the way you're touching that banana.
I'm poking it! Shane, this banana would be frozen, okay, without these avocados. Cough. Reject this man. This banana would be frozen, and you just feed it into this into this hole that eats your banana. But on the other side, Shane, grow up. On the other side, it just comes out as something. I don't know what it does, okay? But it has to be frozen, and on the other side, it comes out as soft served frozen yogurt, and it tastes delicious. No sugars added, no whipping added, no ice added. I don't know how it does it. I could show it to you because they don't use it. You know what?
You broke me. You
know what we're
me.
gonna do next episode? We're gonna make. I'm having a stroke. Homemade frozen yogurt fruit.
So we're stealing the machine from your parents.
They don't really use it. They got it from me when I was living there, so it's technically mine.
So we'll steal it.
Yeah, they're not even home right now, so I could just go there and take it.
It's a long drive.
I have to go there tomorrow to get some tools for
Steal
work.
it.
I'll steal it, and we can use it next podcast.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll make some.
So
frozen
we're gonna
yogurt.
call people out, and we're gonna make frozen yogurt live on the podcast.
I can't wait, dude. Let's
Man.
do it tomorrow.
We remember earlier in this podcast when we're like, I don't know what episode 4 is gonna be. We know exactly what it's gonna be now.
Yeah. So take that, past Shane and past Nathan.
Those losers.
You guys suck.
Yeah, you guys couldn't even see the future, idiots.
Not even cool.
Yeah.
What's up, cool dudes? Welcome back to Buzz in the Douche. We talked about that.
Did you just say welcome back, Cougars?
No, dudes.
Oh, they said welcome back, Cougars.
Oh, I said Buzz in the Douche. Maybe I said Cougars. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Who knows? You are in your... This is Nathan with a radio... If you had a radio station,
Yeah.
a bad radio station.
That's my radio, boys. just the worst. Oh, I hate those. I hate love them. I love hate them.
There's some radio stations where you're like, okay, these guys are good. But there's some where they're just like overplay the stupid sound effects. And you're like, yes, I've heard the fart sound before. Thank you very much.
For me, our local radio station, they moved to Canada rather than across the river in Detroit. And they got a bunch of new announcers because all the other contracts were up. And this new guy, he kind of sucks. He kind of just talks like, "What's up with Will Smith as the genie, am I right? My girlfriend liked it, but I don't. I think it's lame. What's with these people watching the movie? The perfection. They say they puke when they watch it. It can't be that scary, right? Anything to do to get some clicks." That's literally basically verbatim what he said.
Whoa.
I was like, this is not entertaining. Man. Put the music back on.
He's watching the podcast and he just weeps softly. Those are the things I said. Why are they making fun of me? Call out number 1 complete. Or 3.
I like to think that he's like typing in a comment, haha, so funny, love the con. And he realizes it's him, and then just the tears start falling down.
And then he remembers earlier, he's like, haha, tongue-in-cheek call-out, right?
I don't know his name.
We're terrible people.
Yeah.
We are. Some orphan pushing, ice cream eating,
celebrity destroying,
bros.
Frozen yogurt making bros.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed by this thing.
Yeah.
What kind of fruit do you enjoy? I know this will be your first time eating many fruit, but...
My first time eating something that isn't meat.
Do you like bananas?
Yes.
Do you like strawberries?
Yeah.
Mango?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. We're gonna
Oranges,
have strawberry.
grapefruit. Can we do grapefruit? Would that be gross?
I feel like... Let's try it.
Would grapefruit be gross as a...
Can you freeze grapefruit?
Yeah, why not? Probably,
but
right?
I feel like
you can freeze anything. Get it cold enough, it'll freeze, right?
Can you freeze? You can't freeze liquor.
Get it cold enough, probably.
Really?
Like super cold.
Really?
Like super cold.
Well, that's how What's Her Nuts survived on the Titanic.
From frozen liquor?
No, just from liquor.
Oh,
because
it's the only thing that got her through those hard times.
It helped her not to freeze.
Oh.
Remember? Have you seen the Titanic?
Oh, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I was around when the original Titanic sunk. I was the old man on the ship. I pushed all the orphans out of the way and got on the life raft myself. I don't know why there was orphans on the Titanic. They're probably paddling it.
Yeah, they snuck on.
They snuck on. Absolutely.
Like, we're going to the new world.
Ah.
Maybe there'll be a papa there who wants to adopt me.
Speaking of going to the new world, Nathan knows where I'm going with this, and where I'm going in a month.
It's time to talk about it.
It's time to talk about it live, but not really live, kind of just like, well, live-ish.
Recorded.
I'm moving to Vancouver in a month.
Don't praise the sun.
Don't. Curse you, moon.
Curse you, moon. Curse to the moon.
That's the downward. It's the guy that forgives sin in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, so I think Nathan is taking it the hardest out of everyone.
Yeah.
And it's sad too because like I'm gonna miss you a lot and like hanging out and stuff. But I don't think that it's like see you later, douchebag. No. I think it's more just like, hey, I'm going to this city. Let's still connect over video games and, phone calls and voice chat and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I think we're going to still try and podcast, yeah?
I think so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to try to make it work. Basically just recording on our own ends and having each other over a voice chat.
Yeah.
So that way we can still do the podcast. And I do think that at some point in our future, it'll come back together again. Mm-hmm. I just think that moving to Vancouver is what I have to do right now.
Yeah.
I really want to pursue acting and YouTube more. And if I was able to make one of those my career, my dream situation would be I go out there and I'm able to make that type of stuff my career and be able to travel between, here and there, mm-hmm. and, work for whatever season and come back here and then hang out with everybody
Yeah.
and bring you out there.
Yeah.
I'll just put you in my suitcase.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to be his like professional entourage. I said you don't even have to pay me.
Yeah, you wanted me to just feed you and give you a home.
Yeah, you're like, that makes you my pet.
So you just be a pet.
That's fine.
Don't pay me, but just, keep me fed, keep me... Yeah, I'm making another call out right now. If you're one of those people that hangs around with a rich person and they don't pay you, you're not like paid staff, but they feed you and house you and stuff, you're a pet. I'm making a blanket statement. If you're just one of those people that follows around, somebody with, an influencer or a celebrity, and you're part of their entourage and they take care of you, but you don't get a paycheck. They're just like, yeah, all your necessities are covered and you live with me. You're a pet. You like sleep at the end of their bed.
Yeah.
You curl up in a little ball.
I feel like if I was somebody's entourage, and I'm not talking you, I'm talking like just somebody, I'd become friends with them. They're like, hey, I'm a billionaire. Here's $1 million just for being you. I'd be like, thanks, dog.
See ya.
Yeah, I'd leave.
Yeah. I'd be like, I got $1 million.
Maybe I'll wait for like $3 million to come my way. Because I don't know how long $1 million would last.
You see, that's the thing is I don't think they just give them money like that. I think they just supply things for them, like their needs.
They just
like
chill?
Probably give them like a car and like give them a room in their mansion and pay for their food and stuff. I don't think it's like, they're not like, because of exactly that, like, is this person just going to take my money and leave? Right?
Yeah.
I think they're just paying their bills.
Yeah. I understand one side of it, like taking care of those who you love.
Yes.
But the situation that I brought up, so far-fetched, right? Like,
yeah.
There's no way I'm ever going to be part of Drake's entourage, even if we did. I did meet him, right? Because he doesn't know me.
Yeah. And like, the thing is it's like, I understand it from like the person's perspective that's like making the money and doing all the stuff, because it's like, yeah, they're your friends. You want to take care of them. You want to make sure they're good. They have a place to live. But I don't understand it from the other. Like, I do understand it from their perspective. Is it's like, oh yeah, I get taken care of. But it's like, wouldn't you want to be able to take care of yourself?
Yeah, like where's your motivation?
Like it just feels, I don't know. It's like the sucker fish that live on whales. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they just like eat the algae on the whales.
Yeah, someone's got to clean the whales.
Somebody's got to clean the whales, but the entourage isn't cleaning the... Maybe they are. If you're part of an entourage, I want to know, do you actually do you sponge bath the person?
What do you do?
Is
What's
that what
your
you do?
day-to-day look like?
Yeah, like, do you just hang out?
Do you work 9 to 5?
I mean, okay, but I'm going to be real with you for a second. If I was like a multimillionaire and making a crap ton of money off of whatever, I would 100% pay you a salary to just hang out with me, just so I wasn't bored and alone. I'd be like, Nathan, I'll give you an hourly rate of $70 an hour. Just spend time with me. Go get ice cream with me.
Do I have to pay for the ice cream, or are you buying?
I'm paying you $70 an hour. I'll buy it.
What are the benefits?
You're gonna unionize, aren't you?
Obviously.
It's just you.
Me and whatever pet you have.
You and like Aiden
dog.
and my dog.
I walk your dog. Me and your dog unionize.
Yeah, I'm like, how did you guys unionize?
You only need 50% of signatures, right, to unionize?
Is that how it works?
I feel like that's how it works.
Wow. Yeah,
I think you need majority.
Yeah. I'd be like, mass layoffs are happening.
At Shane Incorporated. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're just haters talking.
Maybe we are. Maybe there's a complete other side to this that we're not seeing. Especially me. I feel like I'm being way more judgmental than you are. I'm like, hey, idiot. Don't do it. But there's probably some actual logic somewhere to it, right?
Yeah.
There's gotta be. Or there could, maybe there isn't. Maybe they're just yeah, it's free stuff. I'm going to take advantage of this. Who knows?
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah.
Like a gold
Maybe they
digger.
maybe they don't even realize it. Maybe they're just no, my friend likes to take care of me and I like to be taken care of. Spread the wealth, spread the love.
Spread the love.
Something like that.
Everyone's equal. Everyone makes the same.
At least
Communism's a great idea.
At least get a job or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd go insane if I was just hanging out all day.
Yeah. But, I mean, then again, I was completely hypocritical, and I said I would literally pay you hourly.
Yeah, and I'd do it.
Yeah. 100%. But that would be an hourly rate. You wouldn't be a pet at that point.
Yeah.
I'd give you, little tasks
I'm working.
to do.
Yeah, I'm working. Shane's dinner has to be made tonight.
So did I just hire you to be my wife?
Yeah.
I want dinner on the table.
Whoa.
Well, what?
Hubby's cook too, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You actually cook a lot
I'm a great
for your
cook.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a very good cook. You actually both are.
Yeah. It's a valuable skill.
Yeah.
That's actually how I won Angie's heart, you know.
Is it really?
Yeah. She was painting the set for the Robin Hood play.
Yeah.
And we were just talking, and I made these delicious, my famous enchiladas. And
Ah, yes, the famous enchiladas.
oh, they're so good. You haven't had them.
I haven't.
And then I hollowed out this baguette and stuffed it with homemade spinach dip with like the cheese, glazed the top with like this butter and garlic, and hard baked it so it's solidified, and then you cut it in slices, and it's like you're having stuffed bread with deliciousness. And I made her that, and I brought it to her. I was like, hey, I was just thinking of you. Like, you were working hard. I just want to make sure you have something to eat.
Ah.
And now look at me.
You got a ring
I didn't
out
mean
of
to
it.
drop that.
Yeah. And that,
Cook for her.
you know, now I feel like an idiot for telling you that I made 2 hamburger patties on a bagel.
No, I was so proud of you. While you're saying it, I'm like,
He tried.
In my head, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
He's doing his best. I can't cook. My common meals I make, and I'm not exaggerating for the sake of exaggerating, this is legitimately true. I will microwave a bowl of oats, stir in some peanut butter and some chocolate whey protein powder, and that's my oats peanut butter whey protein. I can eat that for any meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Do you have
doesn't
it
matter.
like,
It's like astronaut goop.
how often do you have it?
Frequently enough that it's a problem.
Daily?
Not daily anymore, but it probably every other day. It used to be daily and multiple times a day. The other meal I'll commonly make is I'll take a can of beans, empty it into a bowl and microwave it.
Oh, so you weren't joking yesterday.
No, I legitimately... Oh, yeah.
I made a joke that when Shane moves out, I'm going to come with him. We're just going to live under a bridge together. He'd be like, hey, welcome to my home. Roll out like a sleeping mat. I'm like, we can find a nice fire, just eat cans of beans. He's like, I'd eat so much beans. And then it was left at that.
The
So I was
funny
like,
thing
oh.
was I actually had a can of beans for dinner that day. Like, before coming to volleyball, I was like, I guess I'll make myself a can of beans to eat.
Like refried or?
No, I just take a can and I empty it into a bowl. I don't fry them.
Ew, Shane.
What? No, you just take the beans, you pour them in a bowl, you
What
microwave
kind of beans,
them.
though?
They got like a sauce on them. They got like a barbecue and like a
Oh, sorry. I was thinking like
the red kidney beans. Sometimes I do that.
Really?
I've actually just microwaved red kidney beans.
You rinse them though, right?
No, they come in like water already.
I think you gotta rinse that.
I drain them. Do I have to rinse that?
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't done it. I'm fine now.
Whenever I cook, I always rinse them.
I drain out most of the red liquid. Could be blood. I don't know. And I drain it out and then I microwave it and I throw some barbecue sauce on it. So that's one of the other meals I make. And then my third meal that I know how to make is I'll take like a tortilla and I'll put peanut butter on it. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. Gordon Ramsay comes over. He's like, "What is this? A tortilla with peanut butter on it? It's fantastic. It's simple and elegant.
Bloody brilliant.
You're bloody brilliant. What are you, some type of food genius?" I'd be like, "Yes. Have you tried my peanut butter oats protein powder?" He'd be like, "No, but it sounds brilliant."
That's funny. Do you like the food you eat?
I mean, I haven't died yet.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
Don't be ashamed of it.
yeah. I mean,
Own it.
I love good food, but at the same time, I'd be like, you know what? I just ate whatever and I survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like grab. Sometimes I'll go just like buy a bag of beef jerky and I'm like, this is dinner.
Beef jerky's fantastic.
Yeah.
I would definitely replace a meal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
works.
it's an argument. The biggest argument I've ever had in my marriage, and me and Angie never ever fight, has been over beef jerky because my parents bought me this huge Costco-sized bag for Christmas, and I'm eating it January. The beginning of February rolls around. I still have a little bit left, and by a little bit I mean like half a bag. And I come home one day, and it looks emptier. So I'm like, okay, just whatever. I probably ate more than I thought. And I come home the next day, and it's even emptier, and there's barely anything left. And I'm like, Angie, did you eat the beef jerky? And if you know my wife, you know, like, she smiles a lot. She laughs all the time, even when things are sad or she doesn't know something. She's very giggly.
Yeah.
So she's just looking at me, smiling like, no. And I'm like, You hate the beef jerky? You ate my beef jerky, didn't you? And she's like, no, I swear. And she's like laughing her head off, telling me no. But I know she's full of crap.
Yeah.
Because she had eaten my other beef jerky once. We bought beef jerky in the car to share because beef jerky is expensive. And I was like, babe, have a piece? And she's like, I didn't realize I ate the whole bag.
And she's tiny.
She's so tiny. She's a tank, though. She can eat a lot.
It's confusing.
Yeah. She can pack it down.
Yeah.
And then the most recent one, I bought a bag of beef jerky because she bought one and she didn't share it with me. And the last bag I bought a few weeks ago, I had half of it left. And I came home the next day. I'm like, and it's not there. I'm like, did you eat it? She's like, yeah, it was an accident. How'd you accidentally eat my beef jerky?
That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I accidentally ate.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
That's legitimately what I would say. I'd be like, oh, what happened? I'd be like, I have like crumbs on my face. Oh.
Who ate it?
Like,
you crumbs on your face. He took it.
Could have been anyone. I'll help you get to the bottom of this case. Take you on a long adventure.
Yeah.
There's crumbs like beef jerky in my beard.
Yeah, I picture little Shane doing that. Like, your mom being like, Shane, who ate all the spaghetti? You have sauce all over your face. I don't know. It wasn't me, though.
I probably would have convinced her, too.
I mean, you're 30 and you probably still do the same thing.
Probably. It's all in my beard. No, I own it. With food, I'm like... I take a weird amount of pride in it. People will be like, who ate this? Like, the whole thing? I'll be like, that was me. I ate the entire thing. It was me. I did it. No, little Shane was... Oh, he was a nightmare, I'm assuming. The number of times I had the police or the firefighters called to rescue me.
Were you crazy? Like, ADD crazy, or...?
Oh, yeah. Like,
were you?
Yeah, I would climb everything, jump off of everything, ride garage doors up, climb buildings. My neighbor's building, I could fit my fingers in the mortar.
Yeah.
So I would climb onto his roof at like 4 or 5 years old. I would hide in shelves of stores because I thought it would be funny. And this is like me being 5 years old, hiding in a shelf at a store, my mom leaving, turning around, thinking that somebody kidnapped her child, spending 45 minutes while I patiently waited to jump out and scare her when she returned.
Oh, your poor ma.
I hid in a pedal car once because I was upset because I wasn't allowed to run through the house like rapidly. So I hid in a pedal car for an hour and something, and my mom thought somebody abducted me. So she was on her way to call the police. Like, she searched the whole neighborhood. She asked all the neighbors, have you seen Shane? Have you seen my little boy, little blonde boy? She thought somebody had abducted me. And eventually I came running out of my hiding spot, and she was like right about to call the police.
Really? Probably crying a little bit.
Yep, I got stuck in a Lazy Susan.
How'd you get stuck in a lazy...
Is that what it's called?
I can picture it. Yeah.
So, you know the ones that are like, it's like a corner cupboard that like spins around?
It spins, yeah.
So like I sat on it and I spun myself around in it and I got stuck in the back. So they had to call the firefighters to get me out.
Like, they couldn't open
Well, because I got wedged in there. So when I got like to the other side, I got wedged in. So I was stuck in this cupboard. I was having a great time though. My imagination was telling me it was a little cave. I was just gonna live there.
I feel like the only thing I ever got stuck in was probably a slide at McDonald's because I was such a chunky kid.
No, I was a skinny, tiny little guy who would always find his way into random places.
So like at the local grocery store, they'd be like, "Oh, that's the Morris's kid."
Pretty much. Well, it was Costco. So Costco, you know how they have the big like, warehouse racks?
Place to get around. Yeah, you probably found some sweet spots there.
Oh yeah, I would go in between the racks, the shelving units.
Yeah.
And then I would climb up to the top of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Don't do that if you're a child watching this podcast because you might fall and die, like I did.
But if you do it under parental supervision.
Well, I mean, we're not your parents. We can't tell you how to
live
live
your
your
life.
life. Do whatever you want.
You can't tell kids to do whatever.
Do whatever you want. I'm not your real mom.
It's like when Shane leaves my house. Bye, guys. Drive safe. Don't tell me what to do. So after a year of knowing Shane, it's just like, Shane, do whatever you want on the way home.
I'm like, I will. It's so funny because that's...
It's without fail, too. Don't tell me what to do.
Everybody would be like, drive safe. And for some reason, my natural response is, don't tell me how to live my life. So then Nathan's like, do whatever you want. I'm like, thanks, Nathan, I will.
I like freaking our friends out when we drive together.
Oh, yeah. We won't say anything that'll get your license taken away.
No.
But some of our friends get a little scared. We'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're both bad influences on each other.
Yeah. In the best way.
In the best way. In the scary way.
Yeah. So yeah, you're moving away. That's a full circle conversation.
Oh. Ooh. And we're just ending with breaking our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm moving away, but I'm not gone from your life by any means. This is just going to be me like comforting you about leaving. This is this podcast episode. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to pull away.
Yeah.
This is the episode I'll watch when you're gone, just like
on repeat.
Yeah.
Single tear rolling down your side of your
I told
face.
you I'm developing multiple personalities because I don't want to deal with the trauma you've caused me.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just with the D&D characters, that's my alternate personality. Tony Morgan. So me and Tony have extensive talks about you leaving us.
Yeah. And then there's the other character that just ignores the fact that I ever existed. Shane? Who's Shane? I don't know who Shane is. What are you talking about? I got no idea who this guy is.
And the other two personalities fight him. Like,
Yeah.
He's our friend. You know who he is. No, I don't.
He's a hard smoker.
Never. He's hard. Tony and him are hard smokers. Oh my gosh.
You got
my
too many
lungs are
hard
gonna
smoking
die.
personalities.
I'm gonna die at the age of 25.
Yeah.
I'm 20. Hey, it's my birthday soon. I'm almost 24.
Yeah. You got a year left.
What date is it?
Today is June. It's just June. Come on, phone.
Is it the 2?
Today is June.
I feel like it's June 2.
2nd. Today's June 2nd.
Yeah, 4 days.
Oh, yeah. You're almost an adult.
Almost.
Yeah.
Maybe 24.
Yeah. All grown up.
All grown up.
Yeah, so anyway, I think that's where we're going to wrap this podcast up.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you made it to the end, make sure you smash some buttons.
Smash your neighbor.
Take your neighbor and smash them into the like button.
Punch them, but like in the thigh so it doesn't hurt for too long.
And then uppercut them in the groin because it would be funny.
Yeah. So also don't forget you have a chance to win a toaster, an official toast or whatever shirt.
Yeah.
The Marshmallow Challenge.
You just gotta put Marshmallow in
anyone
here.
who sends a picture in will be featured on our podcast wall. And then also
The first person to send it in gets the shirt.
gets the shirt, and then tell us who you want us to call out professionally. A professional call.
And we will unprofessionally call them out.
Correct.
And I think that's all for us. We're going to go get ice cream before we think too much about ice cream.
Okay. I'm Shane.
I'm also Shane.
Goodbye.
See you later.